Live from the venerable grounds of Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, we've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Getting the nod on the mound, Ranger Suarez. What do we have on him?
A little bit of old school stuff right here, Boog, in terms of that two-seam kind of sinking fastball. See how long it's able to last. He's going to have to definitely stay down in the zone and live on the edges.
Ready to go now, Ahmed Rosario stepping in now for the Yankees. And we're underway from Fenway. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. So they get the first out of the inning. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses across to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Two outs, base is empty. Ben Rice now at the plate. Line drive, and that'll get down for a base hit. And now a two-out opportunity for Giancarlo Stanton.
Batting fourth, right fielder Giancarlo Stanton.
In there for strike one. Rice off of first with two away. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that'll do it. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Fenway Park, and going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Luis Gil. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, it's a three-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all three if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Stepping in, Roman Anthony. Chris, here in late April, an interesting selection for the leadoff spot, has been struggling.
Well, I hate to say it, but he's been taking a lot of defensive swings lately. I don't think he's picking up the release point, recognizing the pitch early enough. And to be honest, a good fastball looks like it'll knock the bat out of his hands right now.
And it shifted the leadoff spot. I mean, even the guys that are succeeding, you're going to see the strikeout at the top of the order now as opposed to 10, 15 years ago. The 1-2. In the air to left center. Grichuk on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Check out the Red Sox lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Heel. He gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Swings through that one out in front that time. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Masataka Yoshida in the box now. No balls and a strike. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike guys out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. 2 down, nobody on.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
Base hit.
Batting fourth, right fielder, William Abreu.
Oh. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Oh. Just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Trevor Story. Two on, 2 outs. Grounds 1 to short. On to Jazz. And the inning is over. On to the second from Fenway Park. No score. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Now up as the Yankees DH, Cody Bellinger.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1 and 2. This one in the air, center field. Rafaela on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. That's a strike. And there's a foul ball. No score here in the second. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Oh, 2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Ground ball, left side. Whips it across. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 down, bases empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. And a foul ball. Pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one smashed down the right field line. And that should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
To the right side. Meyer to first. Third out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-1. Popped in the air. Left field. Grichuk takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Batting 7th, second baseman, Marcelo Meyer.
Woo. Center field. Judge under it. 2 down.
Batting 8th, third baseman.
Here's Caleb Durbin at the dish, singing he made his big league debut in 2025. And by the end of the year, he was the everyday third baseman for the Brewers.
Yeah, not an easy thing to do, Boog. He hit 11 homers, stole 18 bases, and drove in.
That is the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Fenway, and stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells.
That's a ball.
That one the other way, and foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball.
Out to short. Story throws to first in time and one away in the top of the third.
For the Yankees, third baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
No. Ball.
Top of the third, no score. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. That one fouled hard the other way. The 2-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Payoff pitch. The underhand flip and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
One down. Aaron Judge at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. This to third. And a foul ball. Step off throw to first. Rosario dives back in. Man at first, one away. Fought off foul. Oh, and 2 now. Judge waits. Got him swinging. 2 out.
Up next, for the Yankees, first baseman, West.
Step off, throw to first. Rosario dives back in.
Ball.
The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. So one hit is all they get. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Boston. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
That one way inside. On the ground to short, Caballero sends it to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
No, that's low.
Two down, nobody on.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Swings through that.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. Red Sox go down quietly. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Back here at Fenway, all set for the start of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
There's a swing and a drive. Into the monster seats and gone. That one felt good. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Line drive, base hit.
A nice job of getting that front foot down, and once it does, the hands just launch. Big hole on the left side of the infield, and I think that's exactly what he was gunning for.
Randall Grichuk now. He's 0 for 1. One on, nobody out, a run in, top half of inning number 4. In for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Here's a 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
Nope, that's off the plate.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Right, woo!
Runner on the go. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 3-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, but it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Oh, good. Clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Caballero, batting with one down, takes a strike. And the 0-1. On the ground, right side. Meyer slings to first in time.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Austin Wells.
Ball, hard.
Two down, nobody on. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. One and two here. Got him swinging. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the fourth, Joe stepping in for Boston. Masataka Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida.
And first offering is fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And a big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Inside, almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two. Swing and a little roller right side. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
And first offering is fouled off. Way out front for strike two.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. On the ground. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
One out, runner at second. Trevor Story up next for the Red Sox.
Ball, outside.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Swings through that one.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Abreu over at second, one down. Just missed.
Really good two-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
And ball four, two aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball. Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Out towards right center field. That's a base hit. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That one not close. And it's 1-0.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
First and third, one down.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two on, one out. Out to short. Caballero tosses to first, but they cut it to 1 as the run comes in.
next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Caleb Davis.
No, that's a ball.
Check swing, and he went. And now it's even 1-1. Man on second, 2 down. Gonna count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Way outside, and that's ball 2. Upstairs, Carlos Narvaez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of the 5th we go. Yankees 3 and the Red Sox 2. Back inside Fenway Park, ready now for the 5th inning. Ahmed Rosario stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far.
Oh,
And that's something they should feel very good about.
Here's a 1-1. And a strike in there.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
Two on the way. And that's down, a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Activity in the bullpen for the Red Sox. Zach Kelly, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Whitlock warming up as well.
Oh.
Judge comes up empty there. And that's a fair ball. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Ranger Suarez out of the game, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Zach
Red Sox,
Kelly on to pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First and second, no outs. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. Base hit. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
On the ground to third, Durbin. Slings to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. Golden opportunity right here. Just off the inside edge.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Two on, 1 out. And that one fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next, for the Yankees, left fielder, Randall Bishop.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And the strike is overturned after review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Two on, 2 outs. Well struck left field. And it's off the green monster. 1 run across. Another comes in to score. And he's safe at second with a 2-run double.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He checks his swing, and that's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. That's a strike across the top of the zone. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Man at second. Oh. And he grounds one back up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He decides to eat it, and now they have runners at the corners.
Up next, for the Yankees, shortstop, Jose Caballero.
That's the ball.
The 1-0.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Here's a 2-0. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. And they're all loaded up. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Boston Red.
And on further review, it was a strike. So they've still got both their challenges. Ground ball to the right side. Contreras takes it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. Now a 6-2 ball game. And we're back here at Fenway Park. So stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez.
You know, these Red Sox need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Makes the sliding stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that plate. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out. It's frustrating for these guys because they know they're not missing by much, but it's going to take an adjustment to see some changes.
And now the 0-1. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Contreras now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ripped, but it curls foul. The Yankees leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Sets him down looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Here's a 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Bowling.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Man on second, 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And that one is lifted in the air. Stanton has a beat on it. And that ends the inning. One left for the Red Sox. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Garrett Whitlock will take over here.
22.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. The 1-0.
That's the ball.
And there's a ball.
Whoa.
That one misses.
That's four. Take
So
your
a
base.
leadoff walk.
Up next,
He
for
did
the
not
Yankees,
take
third
the bat
baseman,
off his
Ahmed
shoulder the
Rosario.
entire at bat.
Peanuts? Get your peanuts here.
To the right side, Meyer.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least one out of it.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. The 1-0.
That's the ball.
Judge waits. Just missed. Here's a 3-0. On the ground, could be two. Over to Story for one. Out in the toss to the pitcher. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
In the air, right field. Abreu settles under this one. And that'll do it. One left for the Yankees. They lead it 6-2.
pitching for the
Back now for the
Yankees,
bottom of the
number
6th,
57,
and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Angel Chevy. This is his 3rd time out this year. Wilyer Abreu getting ready to hit.
Red Sox. Right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Sliced hard but foul.
Ball one.
The 1-1. Foul ball there. Swings and misses, and one gone.
Up next for the Red Sox, shortstop Trevor Story.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The 0-1. And that is out of play.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
The Bo Sox down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beans.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Rafaela in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Two down, nobody on. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Yankees 6 and the Red Sox 2. Back here in Boston, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Come on, Red Sox!
Let's go, Red Sox. Let's do it, Dad. Strike. Woo.
The 0-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Contreras under it, and he's got it.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first. And 2 away to start the
Up
7th.
next for the Yankees, left fielder Randall Grichuk.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Garrett Whitlock done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Greg
the Red
Weiser
Sox,
gets the call from the
number
pen.
57,
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team. And there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
2 outs, base is empty. Randall Grichuk stepping in now for the Yankees.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Whoa.
Two down, nobody on. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And the batter now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Missed with a changeup, ball 1. Grichuk off of first with 2 away. Ground ball right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Flips it. Yankees 6 and the Red Sox 2. Bottom of the 7th. Still stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer. The Red Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Strike one.
The 0-1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. If you're going to let it go, you better be ready to swing it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. The Yanks leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th.
Nope.
It's a tough
Off it.
pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
And that is downstairs. And now 3-1. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 down, base is empty. Now here is Carlos Narvaez. And that one fouled off. There's a strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That is the inning. Yankees 6 and the Red Sox 2. Back here at Fenway and stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and that goes foul. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a chopper out to short. Story sends it over to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Austin Wells.
That one ripped, but foul. The 0-1. Late with the swing there. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Out number 2.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Back to the top of the order. Ahmed Rosario, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. Got him looking. Some high cheese for strike 3. Yankees 6 and the Red Sox 2.
Now pitching for the
Fernando
Yankees,
Cruz gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Leading off for the Red Sox, designated hitter, Roman Anthony.
That one to first. Rice steps on the bag. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman Wilson Contreras.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Camilo Doval preparing to come on if needed. The Yankees leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And the 0-2 stays alive. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Ball.
Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the fourth time tonight.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Cruz, 35 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2007.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Now one missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Ripped towards third. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. Yankees 6 and the Red Sox 2.
Now pitching for
We're
the Red
back.
Sox.
It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Connolly early.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Aaron Judge comes to the plate now. We think of home runs when we see Judge, which makes sense because, well, he hits a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Boog. In fact, Judge hit 300 home runs before he reached 1,000 hits. The only other player in MLB history to do that was Mark McGwire.
I think of home runs with that guy, too.
Yeah, same. Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Ball one.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Danny Coulombe, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. And the 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
No need to off with that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Here's Stanton now.
Strike, woo.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. That misses off the outside edge. Outside. There's a strike. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Swing and a miss, strike one. The Yanks trying to break this one open here at the top of the ninth. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Two on, two outs. Out towards right center field. Rafaela moving under it. And that is that. Yankees 6 and the Red Sox 2. Last chance for the home team. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. And that's a strike. Swings through that one for strike two. This one popped up. Rice in position. And there's one down.
Up next for the Red Sox, shortstop Trevor Story.
Come on, Trevor. Ball.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Right back to him on the mound. Fires to first in time.
Off-speed pitch, and it looked like he just continued his momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Fernando Cruz gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
New
Yankees,
pitcher now,
number
Camilo
75,
Doval. He's
Camilo
pitching on 2 days
Doval.
rest. So the Red Sox down to their final out. Cedar Rafaela will hit next.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Two down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. On the ground, right side. That finishes the evening's action.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can, perhaps push it up to double digits.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.